Cause with the heat, right now, we go party till we black out. So get the fuck up.
So cover and duck, you're out of luck, we don't give up. Yeah, we're going up, next floor is us, you're riding with us. We want you to get on your feet. Stand up, stand up. Come on,
Freedom, I never had the chance to run. Leave behind the said and done. Figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can't ignore. I'm not getting what I came here for. Gotta get ahead of something more. So I think I found a new way out, way beyond a shadow of doubt. 'Cause I can't breathe, and I guess I could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But I'm doing this for me. Give it up, baby, I'm not fooling anyone. Always going on and on. Can't you keep it to yourself for once? Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow of doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do for me.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put the fire out. You can turn it all around. You can lift me off the ground, so we can fly again, so we can fly again. Not to go out of my mind. And all I need right now is for you to stay the night. But if you keep saying that you've got to leave, then I'm gonna be alright. As long as you tell me that we ain't running out of time. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put the fire out. You can turn it all around. And you can lift
decay more slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature.
Get on your feet. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Come on, get loose with the heat. Right now, we go party till we black out. So get the fuck up.
had the chance to run, leave behind the said and done, figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can ignore. I'm not getting what I came here
Fuck's sake, man. Mic check. Can people hear me? Can people understand me? Am I live? Has Matt done the classic thing of muting me? Just, guys, in the comments, if you can hear me, then please just drop a message. I will chat a load of rubbish between now and then. Currently on pole position at this precise minute is the Mutt's Nuts. Hopefully everyone can hear me now. I believe so. I'm just waiting for confirmation. But nonetheless, if we are live and well and everyone can hear me, then welcome to a Simplay Motorsport. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just watching Welsh's comments. I've finally caught up to date. Matt, next round please, mate. Don't leave me on mute. That'd be absolutely brilliant. So, anyway, first round of the season. Finally, I can actually get people understanding and hearing me. Great. Right, first round of the season here in Australia. We are back to doing the normal way we do things in F1, and that is doing the season at the season beginner at here in Australia. Welcome to Simplay Motorsport. My name is Dan Davis, also known as Unorthodox, and welcome to F1 2021. Or in this case, we're in F1 2022, but with the old spec cars. And it's going to be an exciting season this season. We've got a few drivers here this evening that you will know and you'll also be familiar with. But nonetheless, let's get underway. I've made a few notes this season, ready for the ready for things as we get going. And at the minute, the Mutt's Nuts was up on pole position, but Matthew Duffin, the guy you normally hear on a Wednesday and a Thursday night, is out on track with his loyal teammate Gary131 for Aston Martin, has gone fastest. And let's start with those two. This should be an interesting duo. The GT5 runner-up of Matahimovic out in the Formula 1 cars. Can he finally get a title under his belt? Well, hopefully he should do so with a two-time champ of Gary131 as his teammate. It's a good thing we're not racing at Kota this season, because if we were, we would definitely be seeing Gary making some do or die moves. Let's start with the second place man as well. The Williams duo is an interesting duo. We have the Mutt's Nuts, who looked very, very strong in the Imola round that we had not long ago. He's a very strong driver to keep an eye out this season, and he has got a very strong teammate of Mazda, who's currently in the pits and not coming out at this precise minute. So right now, Mazda and the Mutt's Nuts currently both in the pits for the Williams duo. For Alpine at this precise minute, we've got D Biggs, my teammate for the pro class. Let's see how he gets on in this category of F1 at the minute. Alpine teammate, I'm just looking in my notes, should be Emo Guy, but Emo Guy currently not here at this precise minute. So D Biggs currently running it solo for the Alpine team, running in that 4th place position. The next pairing that we have on is Lucas Roth and Green Pies. Green Pies currently out of the session, but Green Pies is actually a very, very good F1 driver. On other channels, he has been very, very fast and has looked very good for the season, so we'll keep an eye on green pies as well. We've got an interesting duo for the Mercedes. We have Bryn, who's in the Pro-Am category. He's racing in the F1 this season. A lot of these drivers are going to rack up some amazing race events so that they will get closer and closer to their appearances. Some are at 100, some are coming up to their 50th appearance, and Bryn will be one of them to extend that. PM Motorsport currently doing it for Ferrari in the pits right now, making a few adjustments and changes, possibly changing the setups. But the way this goes is the rules in our F1 league is it's just completely default setups, no adjustment, no changes. Whatever you picked is what you're going to be dealt with. Running for McLaren is KLF 900. He's currently out on track. My father, Kelly Davis, he's currently out on circuit with no front wing. This should be an interesting one. Seeing how he gets on with these faster cars. And he has a teammate of Fury who's currently out of the session as well at this precise minute. PN Motorsport, I forgot to mention, racing in the Ferrari. His teammate for the season, once I get my notebook out. Not the Toy Story notebook, I'm afraid. The Game of Thrones notebook. For Ferrari, it's PM Motorsport and Leon Fernie. Leon Fernie not here tonight, disappointingly. Some of the drivers not being able to make it for some odd reason, but we would like to see him turn up for the next round this season. But that's his teammate for this season. DJ Phil running in the Red Bull, and his teammate for the season is that Buzzy Boy, the Buzzy Boy. Oh, it's Phil's put it in the wall big time, and that is going to slow down one of them. Aston Martin said that is Gary who's come up to that. He has had a big hit with the wall, and that is him done for the session. He will start in 9th place position. A couple of guys still out on trip. Bryn currently doing a 25.5. And D-Big's currently on a lap time. He's coming down to the final sector as we do get Grandad Steve into the session. And I believe they should just be able to jump in and take over their cars and join the session. But at the minute, Gary131 and the Mutts Nuts are currently out on a lap time. So guys, like I said, welcome to the season. Welcome to a new league for driving this season. We have an awesome season ahead of you for F1. 16 rounds, not the full season. We'll try and stick it with our Pro, GT3 and Pro-Am season as well. We've also got the World Endurance coming up very, very soon. I've just realised that my my sound is on, so get rid of that. Just because Matt kept me on mute, so great. But nonetheless, we got people in the comments. Guys, drop a message in the comments. And I forgot to mention, I've already forgot, but I've got to give a big shout out to this man on chat, the Ferrari of PN Motorsport. It was his birthday yesterday, and I give him a massive happy birthday. And his birthday gift from us at Simplay Motorsport is joining us here at the Formula 1 grid. And that is interesting. The Mutts Nuts has dropped it in qualifying. He is now out of the session. We'll start P2 at this precise minute, unless Gary and D-Biz can find a little bit more time. Sector 3 is yellow right now. But it looks like Gary's got a little bit of traffic. Oh, Bryn in front of him, and he's not able to get past him here. Like I said, guys, a new season ahead. The calendar is all set. We are ready to go for this season. Matt, if you can hear me, can you get rid of the bar that's at the bottom of the screen? That would be absolutely lovely, because that's not on my end, that's on your end. But nonetheless, Gary and Bryn, really the two men who can really put off the guys in front. D-Biggs and Lucas Roth currently in the pits as well. So we've got an 18-minute qualifying session. These guys have a chance to they've had plenty of time in the off season to tweak their cars, find out which setup works best for this circuit here in Australia. A beautiful circuit, love Albert Park, and we've missed it for a few seasons as F1. It's nice that we can run it here in Simplay Motorsport. Gary bailing for the pits as he goes there, but nonetheless, we have got a great season underway. Not running the full damage, as we believe that the aero and the underbody really does get badly affected here, and it's very tricky for some of these guys to drive. So we've gone for the standard damage for this season and making sure that everyone can at least finish the season. But nonetheless, it's still going to be very, very tricky with the default setups as well. Some of the drivers who are used to running big setups and running fast cars will not be able to do so here at Simplay Motorsport. So PN Motorsport coming through the middle sector and looking to try and improve on his lap time. KLF 900, my father, Kelly Davis, currently out on track in his McLaren, probably wearing his McLaren Hawaiian shirt right now. And we've got a few more comments coming in. We have Nikki in the comments saying Kelly for the win, go Team Prolapse. Fury and Nikki racing for McProlapse. as McLaren Pro Laps, and I think majority of the Pro Laps drivers other than Fury this season will be running a McLaren in the GT3 Championship. So we're basically just bought every single McLaren that is out there. Also, Fury's granddad evening, and good luck everyone. Go Fury and Kelly. Guys, we got 5 minutes left of this session. Who do you think is going to take pole position here this evening? We have 4 drivers currently out of the session. DJ Phil, Fury, Guten, Duffin and Green Pies are all out of this session at the minute. The other Mercedes driver is actually Matthew Duffin's son, Floyd, and he is doing his first debut season here at Simplay Motorsport, and he is doing it with Bryn, a very strong pairing for Mercedes, and we will see how they all get on. Evening all from Simplay Motorsport, and like I said, Matt, if you can get rid of the bottom bar, that would be fantastic, because it is really off-putting. I keep looking at it and it's annoying me. Oh, as Kelly's ended up in the wall. So that's another driver being caught out of this session. Kelly into the wall, and that is it. He will start in 8th place position at this precise minute. So currently a lot of cars going out on their outlaps, and a lot of drivers out of this session. This is going to be a very interesting season. This is only round 1 of 16 rounds, and I will tell you the rounds this season as I just scroll through the calendar here. So we start things off at round 1 here in Australia. Round 2 we will then head to Bahrain. Round 3 we will head to Imola. Round 4 is Monaco. That should be a very interesting round, followed up by another very difficult circuit of Azerbaijan, followed by Canada. Some are favourite on this grid. Some of them really love Canada, and I know Matt for one, me and Matt have a little bit of beef at Canada. If anyone's seen in another league, me and him had a few arguments there. Round 7 is Austria Red Bull Ring, which will be our very first round next week at the GT3 classes. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday and Thursday for the Pro-Am and Pro. Pro-Am will be commentated by myself and Kelly Davis, while the Pro is commentated by Matahimovic and Nikki. So that should be interesting to watch. Round 8 will be at Silverstone, Great Britain. Round 9 at Hungaroring. Round 10 will be at Spa, Belgium. Hopefully it doesn't rain so we don't get any red flags disturbing the session. Round 11 will be the Netherlands. Round 12 will be back at Italy for Monza. 13 will be heading to Russia for the Sochi Olympic Stadium. Round 14 will be Mexico, 15 Brazil, and we will finish things off at Abu Dhabi. Hopefully Michael Massey will not get involved and change the order there. We have a yellow flag in sector 3, and that is Biggs. Looks like he's had a spin. He's trying to get himself up and going again. So guys, get yourself in the comments. Who do you think is going to take the first win of the season? Who do you think is going to take the first pole position? As Matahimovic currently setting the pace with a 23.3. Can he take the pole position? Lucas Roth has now retired from the session, so he's made a mistake somewhere. Sector 1, I believe that is. Bryn currently on the back of D-Biggs. D-Biggs failing to get out of his way as Bryn was trying to finish a lap time by the looks of things. PN Motorsport, I think, is done for the session, as D-Biggs will start his lap. Oh, there's Lucas Roth's car facing the wrong way. We have a Haas in the middle of the circuit, but nonetheless, Gary has avoided that brilliantly. Can it be an Aston Martin 1-2? Can Gary, who's famously hit that wall at another league as well, can Gary help his teammate out and get on the front row? He's very quick in a Porsche. Can he be any quicker in an Aston Martin? That is the question. D-Biggs is not too far behind him, and he's got a Bryn as well on a lap time. We've only got a handful of drivers. Mazda's now out on track, running the Pro Laps colours here and coming through the final sector here. Well, she on my PlayStation settings is set to 780 high, so that's about as good as it gets, unless Matt has changed it on the settings. But Mazda goes pole position for Williams, a 23.0. Mazda sets the pace now. Can Matt go any quicker? Who's next to finish a lap time? I think it will be Gary. Gary will be the next to come across the line, and he exits the final few corners towards the final corner. Gary 131. Can he take pole position? Can he start season 5 in a good way? Sector 3, we got a yellow flag there. Gary cross line does not improve. D-Biggs looks like he's slowed down. He looks like he's not going to be doing well on this lap. Bryn next to come to the line. Can he improve on his lap time? No, he will stay in 8th place here, 25.5. This is the opportunity these guys need right now. They can improve their lap times and jump ahead of some of the drivers who won't be able to finish the session. Someone's had a spin. It's Gary's hit the wall. That's it. Gary will be done for this session. No front wing from him. So Gary will be returning to the pits. Matt will be very annoyed that Mazda has gone quicker than him. Mazda looks like he's on another flying lap. Can Mazda improve? Can he get himself into the 22s? This is the question. We've just got some of the telemetry up. And we can see what tyres they've all used here. As Mazda does peel into the pits. He's done one lap and that was it. He has gone fastest. Who is left on a lap time? Gary obviously finishing his lap. Matt Himovic trying his best to try and outdo Mazda. Can Matt? Oh, Matt's dropped it. Matt's in the wall. He's only got front wing damage, but he's going to be in the way for D-Biggs here. Whoa. D-Biggs just managing to avoid the Aston Martin in the middle of the circuit. So can D-Biggs improve on his lap time? Bryn currently coming through the final sector. Can the Mercedes get himself any higher? PM Motorsport done for the session in 7th place. Mazda's done. He's currently on pole position. Bryn, does he improve? No, he will start in 8th place. D-Biggs, can he get past Gary? No, he will start in that 5th place position. The Aston Martin boys both coming back to the pits. So it will be Mazda on pole position with Matt Himovic in 2nd. The Nuts will start 3rd. Gary in 4th. D-Biggs in 5th. Lucas Roth in 6th. 7th will go PM Motorsport. 8th is Bryn. KLF 900 in 9th. With DJ Phil in 10th position. That's your top 10 with Fury in 11th. Floyd in 12th place and Green Pies in 13th place position. That is the driver's position at this precise minute. Grandaddy, I believe, has joined the session as well, so he will be starting at the back of the grid. But that is your qualifying session done for round 1. As D-Biggs looks like he's on a flyer here. Is he actually managed to get another lap time in? Or are we waiting for drivers to get back to the pits? I believe we're waiting for drivers to get back into the pits. So guys, there's currently 23 people currently watching the stream. Guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new to the channel. That is the end of qualifying. The first round of the season here in Australia, Melbourne. And it is Mazda who will take pole position here at Australia. And there is confirmation there. Mazda on pole position with Matt Himovic in 2nd. The Nuts in 3rd. 4th is Gary. 5th will go D-Biggs. 6th is Lucas Roth. 7th is PM Motorsport. 8th is Bryn. 9th will go to KLF 900. 10th DJ Phil. Fury in 11th. 12th will be Guten Duffin. And 13th is Green Pies. Guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see here. Let's get to 20 likes. Let's get as many likes into this video as we possibly can. Let's start the season off with a bang. And let's see if everyone can make it through a turn 1. In the end, Matt Himovic and Mazda only separated by 2/10. The top 5 all starting on the softs, while Lucas Roth will be starting on the medium, with DJ Phil also starting on the medium. That is an interesting choice of strategy. Just a reminder, guys, this is a 100% race. 58 laps, I believe, here at Australia. 58 laps of racing. And let's see what the weather brings us. We've got a lovely load up screen here. I wish F1 made that a little bit nicer, but nonetheless, this is what we got. Looks dry at this precise minute here in Australia, Melbourne. Guys, 21 of you watching right now, so get your predictions in on who do you think will win the first round of the season here at Melbourne. And also, we're also going to ask for your driver of the day at the end of the session, so also vote for your driver of the day. Make sure you drop a comment and a like. Keep me entertained throughout this race. I'm sure we will have a good race underway, as we will have a formation lap by the looks of things. Mazda will lead them away. Mazda on pole position. It's going to be Mercedes. It's going to be Williams versus Aston Martin. A couple of the drivers have disqualified from the session, but that is due to the fact that they've just got underway and hit someone. But we'll run through the order once again. Mazda on pole position, Matt Timovic second, the Mutts Nuts will start third, Gary 131 in fourth with D Biggs in fifth place position, Lucas Roth will start in sixth, PN Motorsport in seventh, Bryn in eighth, KLF 900 will start in ninth, DJ Phil will start 10th, but obviously for the formation lap he has been disqualified, but he will be back. So Fury will start 11th, Guten Dürfen, Matt's son Floyd will start in 12th. Green Pies will start 13th at the back of the pack. Keep an eye on him and see how he gets on through this session. And Grandaz D, who has managed to make it into the session, will start right at the back of the pack. How many will crash in turn one? Well, she says 5. And a couple other guys in the comments saying hi, welcome everyone. Maldonado for the win. Sadly, Maldonado is not here. If a certain driver was here, then I would say he was Maldonado, but he's not here at this minute. Well, she's saying, come on, Keegs. Disco says, I've got Matt for the win. He's looking strong. So a couple of you guys getting your votes in right now. I got to keep my eyes on Mazda, Matt Timovic, Gary as well. The Mutts Nuts has got a good package as well. But keep an eye out for Green Pies at the back. He has won multiple races in another F1 league. Keep an eye out for him. But these guys will about to get underway. Don't worry about the disqualifications. That's just very normal. They should be able to get underway here for the first round of the season. And we will just keep an eye on stops and positions. We'll keep an eye on change positions at the start. But it's Williams versus Aston Martin for the first round of the season. So this is going to be exciting. Smithy, go in Duffin and Leach. We're about to get underway here. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. The season's about to begin. A new season for F1, a new season for GT3s, and also our World Endurance. Make sure you tune in once a month for that as well, as we're about to get underway. Simplay Motorsport is back. Happy New Year, and we're about to get underway for the first round of the season. Lights come on, revs rise, here we go. And we go here in Melbourne, and looks like Matt has got a good start, but D-Biggs has had a better one. And we're underway, looks like there's damage on the rear also. But Mazda, with a great start, has managed to get going, but Matt's down the inside and pushes Mazda wide. Mazda losing positions there, Gary in third. Everyone's managed to survive turn one, but who's that in the background? That's D-Biggs, he's had a spin. And they've all managed to get going. D-Biggs with a penalty by the looks of things. But we are underway here at Melbourne. And Mazda with a terrible start, losing out. PM Motorsport with damage by the looks of things. As a few of the drivers just trying to get themselves sorted and into the flow of things. And looks like Fury's had a flying start. He's up into 5th place position and moving his way forward. He's gone wide though. Fury off and wide. Looks like he's managed to stay away from the wall. But who's that? Grandad Steve's on a flyer as well in the Red Bull and has moved up into 6th place position. KLF under pressure from Lucas Roth. KLF trying to defend from him. Unable to do so. So Keegs losing out. Green Pie just slowly making his way through the path, but Keegs going down the inside in the middle sector. Can he get the job done into the left-hander? He looks like he's got the upper ground, but KLF's going around the outsides. They make contact and Keegs loses out. Grandad Steve going wide as well. There's so much action going on, and Keegs losing out there, but KLF 900 has passed Grandad Steve and has moved himself up a position. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Who has dropped it? I believe it's DJ Phil. Looks like he's had a mishap at the back of the pack there, and Bryn's got damage to the front of his car. Sorry, that's Floyd with damage at the front of the car. He needs to get through, but looks like Fury's been tapped. Fury's gone round. He's been tapped, and there's some guys with damage coming into the pits. So it's PM Motorsport and Green Pies with damage. Maybe they're looking to get onto the softer tyre or the medium tyre and go to the end. But those guys are in the pits. A dramatic start, but everyone seems to be out on track and running. Mate Himovic leads though after lap 1 of this session. Mazda will carry on in 2nd place position, but Gary 131 will be hunting him down. And Gary, with a bit of curses in previous leagues, will be making sure he stays on track. Bryn with a decent start. He's moved up 4 places up into that 4th place position. But the Mutts Nuts losing 2 positions. KLF's up to 3 positions. And he's got Lucas Roth breathing down in there. He's lost out to KLF 900. Grandad Steve making 6 places on that opening lap. And Fury making 2, but a little spin as well. Biggs is the biggest loser out of that. My teammate, not for the GT3 season, is not going to the start that he probably would have wanted. We got a yellow flag. Bryn, PN Motorsport looks like he's got damage again. He's very slow, or has he had a spin? Looks like he's had a spin, but he is underway. A lot of action going on here. And I think a lot of drivers have decided to swap their strategies. Gary giving Mazda a little bit of pressure here. There's the tyre situation that we have. A lot of drivers sticking to the softs, and Mazda lead is trying to catch on to the back of Matt Imovic, but he is pulling away. Matt extending his gap as DRS has now been enabled. So these guys will be able to use the drag reduction system on the main straight and second straight here, I believe. Oh, and the back straight as well, just after the quick chicane. I believe that's where the DRS is allowed to be used as well. And I'm pretty sure Gary will want to stick as close as he possibly can to the back of Mazda so he can use that advantage. But right now, Mazda doing everything he possibly can to keep Gary behind him. Can Aston Martin start the season off with a bang, with a 1-2? Currently 28 people, 30 people watching the stream. Guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And make sure you tune in on Wednesday and Thursday for our GT3 Championship on Project Cars, Pro-Am and Pro. Season 5 will be starting in a week's time on Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure you tune in for that. Gary still trying to hunt down Mazda. Will he get the DRS? Taking a lot of curb there, but he does not get the DRS. Who else is close? The Mutt's nuts. Oh, Brins dropped it. Brins hit the wall hard. Has he kept all his wheels? Yes, he has. He's just got front wing damage. Can he get going as quickly as he can? Guys will have to watch out. Grandad Steve has managed to avoid the situation, but Bryn has managed to get going. No front wing damage, so he's still able to race. Fury quite a way back, but he will gain a position from that. Green Pie's not the start of the season that he would want. He's currently in 10th place position and stuck in that position right now, not able to catch anyone. DJ Phil catching on to the back of Floyd right now. 1.3 off the back of him, so he's trying to bring that gap down to him as the Mutt's Nuts is into the pits. This is an early stop for him. Maybe he's got damage, but has he got damage? No, he's just choosing the pit early. Interesting strategy there. So he's into the pit. Grandad Steve changing the front nose, and I believe Bryn will be changing his nose as well. A lot of damage. These guys will have to make sure that they stay on the form here. It's a very long race, 58 laps, and they've only done 4. Green Pie setting the light, setting the lap times alight here with purple sectors. Green Pies is now on a charge and really be able to catch the Mutt's Nuts as quick as he possibly can. We will see the two Pro Laps boys of KLF 900 and Fury currently in 5th and 6th, but they've got a lot of work to do. Oh, Kelly's got a bit wide there. He's actually lost out to Lucas Roth, so Keys looks like he's made a position there. We've got a few guys in the comments. Smithy laughing emoji with Little Leech, evening gents, and Dan, he turned on me, man. I'm not sure who Dan is. That might be I think that might be the Mutt's Nuts or PM Motorsport. I'm not quite sure who, but nonetheless, whoever you are, please remind me who you are, because you obviously got your real name and not your PSN name. But right now, the Mutt's Nuts is on the back of Fury. This is your closest fight out on track. DJ Phil still on the back of Floyd as well. We will look at that as well. Sector 2. D Biggs has dropped it in Sector 2. So D Biggs is out of this session, round 1, and D Biggs is our first casualty. He has gone from the session. We will go back to the Mutt's Nuts and Fury. The Mutt's Nuts has got to move, but he's got a 5-second penalty for collision with Fury. Fury goes in front, and the Mutt's Nuts yields. What is Fury doing? You don't want to be weaving like that, mate. Fury there, bit of dangerous driving there, buddy. You want to keep that under control. We have got a safety car. Safety car is out. So everyone will have to try and stick to their delta right now. Who's in the pits? Green Pie's in the pits. This is perfect. This is ideal for him. He can get himself some fresh tires while it's a cheap pit stop. So brilliant stuff there from Green Pies. He now got a fresh set of mediums. He can not worry about losing time in the pits, and he'll gain a little bit. Fury really taking track limits. They all got to be careful with their delta. Make sure they're not going too fast. But it is Matt who leads the way. Oh, an interesting first 5 laps here. And we got our first safety car of the season. Guys, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Mikey, please, no safety car. Already we're getting the F1 memes in already this season, and I love that. Bit of drink of coffee there. Not sure that's his real name, Dan. D Biggs in the comments saying car was undrivable, so much understeer has just pulled me into the wall. Sorry to hear that, Biggs. Hopefully you can get a little bit of practice in your McLaren GT3 car, ready for the new season on Thursday. Can me and Biggs hold on to a third title? That is the question in the Pro, and who is going to be the new Pro-Am champion, as Rabbit Joe has taken a sabbatical this season, will not be racing in the Pro, and obviously KLF 900 and Argent have moved up into the Pro. So we will see who will be coming out on top in those categories. World Endurance as well, LMP2s with the GTEs, and we are doing as much of the season as we possibly can. Proper World Endurance Championship, 6 hours of Silverstone, 6 hours of Spa, 6 hours of Monza. I gotta remember the season. 6 hours of Fuji, 8 hours of Algarve, and we finish things off in June for the 24 hours of Le Mans. Will be a charity event as well, so make sure you tune in for that in June. For that, make sure you donate whatever the cause will be. It will be a great charity nonetheless. A lot of these drivers will be racing the GT3s on Wednesday and Thursday. Matt Timovic making his debut here. Will be making his debut on the GT3 with the Acura, with Smithy. A great partnership that will be. Mazda sticking to the F1 and World Endurance. He doesn't seem to be able to finish a GT3 season and can't decide what car he ever wants to drive. Nonetheless, it would be nice to see Mazda back in the GT3s and give a challenge, but at the minute he's just focusing on the F1. Gary 131, the two-time champ on GT3s with his Porsche, back with the Porsche as well. So Gary will be back in the Pro. Can him and his brother Little Leach take the constructors back once again? So KLF 900 in 4th place position, been promoted from a Pro-Am and is up into Pro. Can Kelly stick it out with the Pro guys? Can he give them a hard time, or will he flop like the rest of the Pro-Am guys? That is the question. He's got a good teammate of Sutty Apex, so hopefully those two in the McLaren will be able to give a good season in the Pro and give everyone a bit of a headache. Showing 21 likes on my screen. Welsh is saying 21 on mine. Welsh, you might need to refresh the screen. Lucas Roth, aka Keys, you might have seen him in season 1 Pro class. He's now back for the F1 and also for a GT3s under a new name of Lucas Roth. And the funny thing about the Lucas Roth account is actually one of the drivers on F1 is actually called Lucas Roth. One of the AI is actually called Lucas Roth, and he has adapted that name and has put it on here. So that's one of the things I love about Keys. He just takes little things and makes it particularly funny. Oh, and he drops it there and hits the back of him. Fury CBK, Pro Labs driver, Pro-Am champion, and finished 3rd place last season in the Pro. What can he do in his Mercedes-Benz and his new teammate of Emo Guy? He's looking to try and give these guys a headache in F1 as well. Green Pie's just doing F1, I believe. I don't think he's doing World. I think he was talking about doing World Endurance, but F1, this kid is quick on F1. Make sure you tune in and watch this kid fly. He's very, very fast. Bryn returning for the Pro-Am season. And independent this time in the Renault. We'll see how he gets on this season. We still got a safety car out at the minute. The Mutts Nuts just on F1 if I remember rightly, so we will see how the Mutts Nuts gets on in the F1 season. Grandad Steve, I remember seeing Grandad Steve in the Clios. We are meant to be having foul guests in the Clios as well, from the Clios. The Clio champion will be doing F1 at some point, but he's unable to race this evening. PA Motorsport, the birthday boy, happy birthday to you, my friend. And let's see if the Ferrari can get a little bit higher. Floyd, Matt's teammate, Matt's son, his first debut season in any of the Simplay events, and he is now doing a season with Bryn at the Mercedes and DJ Phil. What can I say? This man is relentless. This is, I believe, his 103rd appearance. Let's have a look. No, sorry, make that 104th appearance here at Simplay Motorsport. amazing job of doing every single round, and DB is currently out of this session. While we all got this safety car, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be a good long season, and we get things underway here at Melbourne. Matimovic leads the way, currently 7 laps on those tyres, the top 3. They've all done a decent amount of stint on those tyres. We'll keep an eye out on KLF 900. He's got fresher tyres, only done 2 laps worth, and Lucas Roth is an interesting choice. He's gone for the hards, so it's going to be a he's going to struggle with pace, but hopefully he can go long, and he's in a good position there. Fury with only 2 laps worth. A lot of these guys are taking their pit stops early, but Green Pies on those medium tyres, we'll see what he can do. Are we still waiting for 5 lap cars to unlap themselves? What I've known so far is we're not in Dubai, and Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen aren't racing this weekend, and we have no tyre or decider. But Mazda and Matt, I think, are going to push it to the end. No lap cars, so hopefully we can get underway very shortly. Make sure, guys, hit that like button and subscribe. We want to get as many subscribers as we possibly can. On the road to 200 subscribers, please hit that like button. Spread the stream around. Let's get as many people here in the chat as we possibly can. 8 laps gone. Who do we think is going to take the race win here? Safety car is in this lap. Matt will take the pace now. He will decide when he wants to go. He has got Mazda right behind him. We're about to get underway, so no one crashes into the back of one another. It's very easy to do so. KLF 100 has got a penalty collision there, but Matt has gone. Matt has bolted, and we are back underway here in Australia. Matimovic leads the way from Mazda. Gary's under massive pressure from KLF 900. He's going down the inside. Kelly's down the inside. Does he get a stop? He takes a lot of curb. Gary runs wide. They're going side by side into turn 2. It's like Kelly's got the high ground, and he is up into 3rd place position. Gary's going back down the inside though. Oh, nearly making contact there. Gary's pushing his way through, and he gets the gap. Bryn in the background pushing Green Pies wide, but KLF 900 has got the jump on Gary. Gary's older tyres struggling to get up to temperature there, and KLF 900 has got himself up into 3rd place position. A great start for him. Fury in 5th place position. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. Who is that? That is DJ Philwoff and Floyd as well. All these guys losing out big time here, but we go back to the action, and Bryn is now to the back of Lucas Roth, Gary, Fury. All these guys struggling to get the tyres up to temperature. The Mutt's Nuts right behind Bryn right now, looking to try and make a move on the outside. Can he make a do so into this quick left-hander? No, he can't. He'll just have to sit on the back of the Mercedes and follow the rest of the pack through. But Fury is... Oh, we've lost the car! We've lost Bryn and Grandad Steve. Both of them have dropped the car. DJ Phil will give us a better idea of where they've dropped it. I think it looks like the right-hand king on the curb. Both have ended up in the wall, and that is it. Grandad Steve and Bryn are out. Fury with major damage, I think, to the car as well. He's very slow. Green Pies has managed to get himself, and we got another safety car. That is why they're slow. Gary's picked this opportunity to pit. So is Matt, but Gary's going to have to wait. He's going to have to wait for his teammate. This is going to affect him massively. Matt goes. Gary is into the pits. I would have picked them a little bit differently to this, but nonetheless they had to get their tyres changed. Front wing damage as well for Gary. So after lap 10, KLF 900 leads the way of this race. Wow, to be honest, I've never had any doubt in my mind that Kelly would lead a race at some point, but I wouldn't expect it to be this soon. Kelly leads this race. Wow, Lucas Roth in 2nd, and 3rd place is the Mutt's Nuts. Green Pies in 4th place, and Matimovic 5th. So this is going to be an interesting, spicy restart to the race. Grandad Steve and Bryn with massive damage, causing the safety car to come out. Wow, guys, this is going to be an epic season, and KLF now leads this race. But the man we need to keep an eye on as well is Lucas Roth. He's decided to go for the hard tyres. Now, I'll be amazed if those hard tyres can make it to the end. I'd be optimistic if they could, but we will see nonetheless. Fastest lap at the minute is gone to Green Pies. He's the fastest man. He will gain that extra point at this precise minute, but nonetheless, drivers will lose the fuel, will get a little bit quicker. So we will see how things pan out. Keegs in the comments, Welshie in the comments, Keegs' father, saying that Keegs is on the hard tyres and can go long. He can go very long. And another comment from Dan saying Toto's now smashed his table. I think his table is pretty much destroyed at this point. He will not be a happy bunny. Penalties at the minute. KLF has got a 5-second penalty at the minute, with the Mutts Nuts got 10-second penalties as well. That is the situation. Floyd with 3 stops, Fury 2, DJ Phil 3, PN Motorsport 2. Most of the guys have done 1. Green Pies and the Mutts Nuts have done 2. So we will see how this goes. And those are the changing positions right now. Kelly has the lead of the pack anyway. So Disco in the comments saying Mazda might have just made a race winning change onto the mediums. He might have done so there, but we will see how it all pans out. I'm interested to see how Keegs does throughout this stint with those hard tires. Yes, he will be slow, but he will be able to go very, very long and make 1 less pit stop as long as he doesn't put it in the wall. But guys, currently 24 people currently watching the stream. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. Spread the stream around. Let's get as many people in here. The first official season here at Simplay Motorsport for F1. Round 1 here in Australia. And your leading car at this precise minute is KLF 900 for McLaren. And his teammate Fury currently at the back of the pack. But nonetheless, Team Prolapse going strong right now. Can he hang on and win this race? He's got a big job behind him because he has the likes of Keegs behind him. The Mutts Nuts, we know, is also a very good driver. When we watched the Imola round, he was very, very quick racing against myself and the Mazda with wet conditions as well. The Mutts Nuts is a man to keep an eye on as well. Green Pies now in a fightable condition. He's able to fight these guys and he's on the medium tyre, but he does have to watch out for Mate Imovic, Gary, Mazda, all these guys with fresh tyres and fresh grip. We will keep an eye on them and how they get on. And at the back of the pack, Fury just trying to catch to the pack now. He's not too far away, but it will be KLF 900 who will determine the pace and decide when to go. Safety car is in this lap, guys. We're about to get underway. Make sure you tune in because this is going to be an interesting restart, especially with KLF 900 leading the way. We've got to be careful, drivers, not to stop start and damage front wings. KLF is underway. He's gone and we are underway once again here at Melbourne. KLF leads the way with Lucas Roth in second, but Lucas Roth with a great slipstream, trying to look to get on the inside, but Green Pies is now on the attack. Green Pies will try and get past the Mutts Nuts. He has better grip than the Mutts Nuts with the medium tyre. Can he find a way past? He's looking to the inside, and the Mutts Nuts will want to make sure that he stays in front. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. What is that? Why we got a yellow flag? I'm not sure why. DJ Phil is in the pits, but the Mutts Nuts under severe pressure now from Mate Imovic, and oh, as we see here, Mazda going around the outside of Gary, and Gary is out. Oh no, Gary's hit the wall, a very famous wall that he's hit. And look at these leaders, the top 5 really duking it out. Kelly's not quite fast enough than the guys in front. Oh, Green Pie's nearly dropping it. Yellow flag in sector 1, so when they get there, they will be hampered. Kelly leads this pack with the soft tyres of 6 laps worth. He is really going to be struggling with these guys behind him. Lucas Roth. Oh, Kelly gets a snap. That was a sketchy moment there. He needs to extend the gap while Lucas Roth is holding the pack up. The Mutts Nuts is in the wall. Green Pies is in the wall. Green Pies is out of this race. The Mutts Nuts with damage as well. Wow. Green Pies is out of this race. Mazda slowing down because we got a safety car once again. If I was Kelly, I would have given that opportunity to get into the pits and change those tyres. But KLF 900, drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Oh my God. Not what we'd want to see for KLF 900. Drive-through penalty for him and Floyd. Wow. That is really going to hamper his round now. Safety car is out. If I was Kelly, oh no, you can't serve a penalty under safety car, so we have to wait until the safety. Oh! Mazda has just driven right into the back of Mate Imovic. and has got front wing damage now. Oh, Floyd just catching on to the back of these guys. Just need to take it a little bit easy. But PN Motorsport comes out of the pits in 5th place. Lucas Roth in 6th, changing to the medium tyre. The Much Nuts 7th. The Fury has exited the pits as well. He's in 8th, and DJ Phil in 9th. We are down to, started with 14 runners. We are down to 9. It's all about survival. A couple more comments here. Disco, strategy-wise, how be able to finish on the softs. Matt will go to the mediums. Will indebtedly who does what on their tyres. It's going to be interesting nonetheless. Kelly with a drive-through, but right now it's all about survival. These guys just need to survive and finish the session. At this rate, we're going to finish with barely any drivers. So the running order at this precise stage is KLF 900 leading the way from Matahimovic from Mazda, from Floyd in 4th place position, PN Motorsport in 5th, Lucas Roth in 6th, the Much Nuts in 7th, 8th is Fury, and in 9th place position is DJ Phil. The PN Motorsport has dropped it, so that's not good, dropping it under the safety car. Green Pies in 10th, he will score a point, but not how we wanted this season to begin. Gary in 11th, Grandad Steve in 12th, Bryn in 13th, and D-Biggs 14th. Those are your non-finishers at this precise minute. We are only 13 laps into this race, and it's been chaotic nonetheless. So far we've lost multiple drivers. Oh wow, what a start to the season we have had here. Guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. I honestly don't know what to say. This race is just getting more and more interesting. Disco in the comments, well, that goes Mazda's race. Mazda, yeah, damaging the front wing, not what he would have wanted, but he should be able to get onto at the back of this pack. Fury, 5-second penalty for making contact with DJ Phil. Guys, just keep it together. Father and son podium at the minute. It is Matahimovic and Floyd 2 and 3 at the minute. Will that be able to stay? That's another question. Fury's granddad, at this rate, if you finish, you've got a good chance of a good podium. This is what I'm saying. Even you guys can see, if you finish this race, you're guaranteed a podium one way or another. Green Pies and Gary, two that are highly rated quite highly for this, are both out of this race. Shock, shock, shock. But it is KLF 900 who leads the way, but he will have to serve a drive-through penalty, and then he'll have to pit for tyres. So in a minute, Kelly will be under immense pressure. But if he gets another safety car, he's in for a shot. Safety car is in this lap. Everyone has caught up. We're about to get underway here. 9 drivers left. Who is going to get the best start on the restart? KLF 900 just weaving his tyres, getting ready to go. He's a little bit too close to the safety car. He'll just need to back the pack up a little bit. But these guys have got to make sure they're nice and smooth with their... Oh, has there been more contact? More contact. DJ Phil is dropping back for some reason. They can't be on the gas. Stop, start, stop, start. They have to be smooth. Who is that? That's DJ Phil well off on track. But Kelly will decide, and he's gone. Matahimovic sticking with him as well. Matt is not going to let Kelly get away, and he's going to try and get him into turn 1. He's got a great slipstream into turn 1, but KLF 900 leads the way from Matahimovic in second as we go into turn 1. Matahimovic with the fresher, better tyres is all over the back of Kelly. Can they get the job done? Meanwhile, Lucas Roth under massive pressure from Floyd. No, sorry, Floyd's under pressure from Lucas Roth as Lucas Roth goes to the inside, and Floyd's gone wide. He's going to lose multiple places. He's made contact with Mazda, the Much Nuts. Not what they both would have wanted. Floyd needs to get going as quickly as he can. PN Motorsport, Fury and DJ Phil are in the pits, but it's Kelly leading the way from Matahimovic in second. Kelly will need to serve his drive-through penalty as Matahimovic goes down the inside and he gets the job done. Matt has got a very good chance now of winning this race, but he'll be under massive pressure from Lucas Roth, who is on fresher tyres. He'll need to keep an eye out for him, but Kelly not allowing it to give up this easy. As Kelly looking right onto the back of Matimovic. Looks like Matimovic had a little bit of a wiggle. DRS is not enabled just yet. As Kelly is right onto the back of Matimovic. I think Matimovic is not going to be able to be much of a problem too soon. Kelly will have to serve his drive through and change his tyres. If he can go so long on these soft tyres, that'll be very impressive. But we should see KLF peel into the pits. No, he stays out for a little bit longer. I guess he's hoping there's going to be a little bit of more hassle going on behind. Fury in the comments saying not happy with Phil. So I'm not sure what's been going on there. Mazda is now up into 4th place. Floyd and the Mutts Nuts both coming to the pits. PN Motorsport on his birthday in 5th place position and doing very well. Mazda is now up into 4th. Lucas Roth going to try everything he possibly can to get past. As we've got a yellow flag in the final sector. What is that for? I believe that was DJ Phil having a little mishap. Floyd back out of the pits, and looks like the Mutts Nuts was serving his penalty and is now able to get going. But the fight to keep an eye on is Lucas Roth and KLF 900 battling it out for 2nd and 3rd place position right now. Oh, Lucas Roth with a wiggle there as he exits that corner. Lucas Roth all over the back of KLF 900. Can he find a way past? That dirty air really affecting him as Kelly looks like he's made a mistake. He's been onto the grass. Matt Imovic leads the way and looks to extend his gap. Can he take the first win of the season? The GT5 runner-up. Can he take his first win as Kelly gets another penalty, a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. He needs to keep it under control because at this rate, he's looking good for a podium. Lucas Roth's had a spin. That's going to allow Mazda to get through. Mazda now up into 3rd place position. PN Motorsport's retired. No, on his birthday yesterday, and he's retired from the race. He's hit the wall somewhere. So Floyd is now going to get past him. We have another safety car here, ladies and gentlemen. Floyd coming through this sector now. What has happened to PN Motorsport? Has he hit that wall? Yes, he has. Wow, what a start. Fury will now come up. I think Kelly is serving his penalty right now. I think he might get disqualified in a minute because he needs to serve his drive-through as well. So he's got a couple of laps to serve that. Lucas Roth is in the pits as well. A lot of these guys with damage. Floyd will get himself back up into 4th position. But it's Matimovic versus Mazda at the front. These two now at the front of the pack, and Mazda on those medium tyres is going to look very, very strong. 8 drivers still remain. KLF 900 exits the pits in 3rd place position. And let's double check if he still does have a drive through to serve. He does, and I believe if he doesn't serve it this next lap, with the next green lap, he will be either disqualified or given a hefty penalty. I can't remember what, but he's given so many laps to pit. So we will see how that turns out. Fury's in the pits again. So Fury struggling here. He's been doing a lot of good practice here on the F1 League, but oh, Caleb nearly putting it at the wall while under safety car. Come on, boys, we've got to keep it on track. We're going to 8 drivers. Come on, let's keep them on track. Welsh in the comments, I have to agree, Phil driving not being good tonight compared to what he's used to with him. Fury's granddad, I'm tipping the safety car to win the race. PM Motorsport lost it on the curb as Lucas did, but lost the front right. Sorry to hear that, mate. It's a shame that we've lost you here. At least you can get ready for GT Sport now. Ready, not having to stress out for that. Disco laughing at probably Fury's granddad comment. To be honest, I'm gonna have to agree with Fury's granddad. Looks like the safety car will be winning this one. If you're top 10, you will score points, says Simplay Motorsport, so make sure you are in the top 10. And so far, Green Pies and PM Motorsport will score points. These safety cars are a joke, full stop. These guys better get used to this because there's going to be a lot of safety cars this season, especially with some of the circuits we're going to. Melbourne, considered one of the more easier circuits to race at, and so far we've lost half of the pack near enough. 14 started and we're down to 8 already, so it's gonna be an interesting season. 18 people still, 18 laps, sorry, has just gone by, so we got 40 laps to go. Oh my god. Oh my god. As PM Motorsport says in the comments, I'm only doing F1, so mate, gives you a chance to focus on get on great driving here, and it's nice to see you racing here at Simplay Motorsport, and it's nice to see a lot of people watching the stream as well. If you are watching the stream, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Follow the spread the stream around, follow the Facebook page as well, and if you want to be a part of the action here at Simplay Motorsport, head over to the Facebook page, head over to the Discord, or get in touch with any of the admin, and I'm sure we can get you all signed up and ready to go. 58 lap race, it's over by half 10 laps. That's right, Disco, this race is pretty much gonna come to an end by halfway point. I don't think we're gonna get to lap 20 at this rate. People need to practice, says Welshie. Yeah, they do, and I think they need to just remember the rules and regs here. It's basic stuff for F1 as well. It's how the game runs it. Appeals can be looked at. If you've got any footage as well, then head over and put the appeals in, and the stewards will have a look if there is anything to look at. Nonetheless, the game pretty much gives you the penalties, so we will see how it all pans out. But we are about to get underway here as the Mutts Nuts once again gets a penalty with collision with DJ Phil. So guys, you want to start these guys stop starting all the time on the safety car restarts. It's not what you want to do. Nice smooth pace as Matt will get things underway here with Mazda in second, KLF 900 in third. And I think he might have to go to the pits very soon to serve his drive-through. But Matahimovic will start away, and we are back underway here at Melbourne, Australia. As I think we've lost Fury and DJ Phil. They're both back into the pits, but Mazda is now going to be trying pressurising Matt. But Matt's had a good jump with those soft tyres. KLF 900 taking a lot of curb there. That's cutting a lot of corner there. As someone's off in sector 1, that is Floyd. He's just dropped it a little bit there, but it is Lucas Roth and the Mutts Nuts batting it out for 4th and 5th, as Mazda's not very quick to get going at this precise stage. He's a little bit slow at this precise minute. But Matimovic leads the way with Mazda in second, KLF 900 in third, as we got Lucas Roth and the Mutts Nut battling it out. Williams looking very strong to score good points here, with both drivers up in the top 5. As Lucas Roth defends from the Mutts Nuts, and the Mutts Nuts looking to try and make any opportunity past that Haas as he possibly can. Mazda is very slow as well. That's going to allow KLF 900 to get onto the back of him, but I think Kelly will have to pit this lap. He has to serve his pit stop soon. He will have to serve that drive-through, as they will try and survive through that really difficult turn right-hander there, where you can just touch the curb and you end up in that wall. So KLF 900 just trying to stick to the back of Mazda right now. Mazda just taking his time, not pushing it too hard, but Mazda still with enough experience and practice, he should be able to stay ahead of KLF 900, as KLF 900 does peel into the pits and will serve his drive-through. He's got to be careful he doesn't speed into the pit lane though, and he gets it stopped on the marks. That is the drive-through serve. Floyd will gain a position while Phil and Fury are batting it out. Phil has gone very wide, and Fury now gets ahead. Can Fury gain onto the back of the leaders? He'll need another safety car really, but the Mutts Nuts and Lucas Roth are now batting it out for that third place position, as KLF 900 has served his drive-through and is now come back out. So you see here Lucas Roth really under a lot of pressure here from the Mutts Nuts. Can he find a way through the Mutts Nuts? Can he gain an advantage over Lucas Roth right now? Oh, they both had a wiggle. The Mutts Nuts looking around the outside. He looks like he's got to jump. He's got to run. No, he hasn't. Lucas Roth just hangs in there. Keegs hanging on to the skin of his teeth there, while the Mutts Nuts is really forcing it here. He's really trying to find a way through as he possibly can, but is unable to do so at this precise minute. This is your closest fight on track right now. The Mutts Nuts really trying to look for a way through, as Fury has now retired from the session as well. He's dropped it, and DJ Phil goes up into 7th place position. That is a safety car once again. The Mutts Nuts with a 5-second penalty for making contact with Lucas Roth. Wow. Wow. Done so many safety car laps as flying ones. Done more safety car laps than we've done flying ones. This is mad. Matahimovic is in the pits. He's putting on the medium tyre, and he will return out of the pits as well. So where is KLF 900? He's in the final few corners. Matt will lose a place to his son Floyd, so Floyd will now move up into 4th place position, but KLF 900 will stay in that 6th place position. Safety car once again. Oh my god. Mazda now leads the way with Lucas Roth in 2nd, the Mutts Nuts in 3rd, Floyd in 4th place, Matt Imovic in 5th, KLF 900 in 6th, and DJ Phil in 7th. At this rate, all they need to do is finish the race. Oh my god. We've now got halfway through the pack. We are halfway through. Wow. I think some of these guys need to do a lot of practice on this, because at this precise minute oh, I don't know what to say. A part of me is glad I'm not racing, because I'd be screaming at the telly right now, to be honest. But hey, nonetheless, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as well. You get great action here at Simplay Motorsport. You get great laps under the safety car. We get to admire that beautiful Aston Martin, and possibly the Mercedes SLS at some point. Oh my god, I honestly don't know what to say. This first round has been interesting. I don't know how to predict the podium now. It could be literally anyone left. Well, obviously not the bottom 7, but the top 7. It could literally be any one of those 3. Oh my god. So guys, if you do like what you see, then hit that like button. Dan, what is going on? I don't know, mate. I honestly don't know what's going on. Floyd, don't let Matt pass. You've been told, Matt, Floyd. I've just been sitting here looking. There's only one constructor with both their... Oh my god! What is the Mutts Nuts doing? He's just hit the wall. Oh no, the Mutts Nuts has lagged out and has left the session. That's not good. He should be able to get back in. You should be able to get back into the session. That's the good thing about F1. Even if you do get disconnected, you should be able to get back in and carry on driving. So Floyd and Matt need to be a bit cautious of that car. KLF 900 currently just sitting back and making sure he doesn't hit any cars. DJ Phil just needs to be a bit careful as he catches onto the back of the pack. But there is one constructor still with both cars in it, and that's the Williams. And at this rate, those two Williams might win the season, because they're the only ones who are still going. Fury in the comments saying, I'm not happy with Phil at all. Welsh in the comments, there's only been one lap there. Disco, is it bad? I'm nervous for Thursday based on this. I think some of the drivers here, Disco, won't be on the Thursday night, so you should be okay. But yeah, I think a lot of these drivers will need a little bit of practice and a little bit of time just getting used to the game. We head to Bahrain next. A little bit more stable circuit. But nonetheless, we should be underway very shortly. As I say that, the race control has said that safety car will be in this lap. Argent, Fury, not happy. Please send footage. Is stewards. Bethany in the comments saying we'll try. Dan, everyone's crashed. Yeah, pretty much everyone's crashed. We are down to 7 runners, half the field left. It feels like Monaco, where was it? I can't remember the year, but we're near enough only 3 cars finished that race. At the minute, we're going to end up with that. Mazda well now determined the pace, and he's gone a little bit earlier this time. Oh, he's gone deep! Mazda has made a mistake into turn 1 and he's hit his teammate. Both of them have gone into the pits. What is happening here? Mazda and the Mutts Nuts are in the pits. What? I don't understand that. KLF 900 on the back of Matt Imovic. He's looking to try and make a move on him, but Matt's also trying to make a move on Floyd. This is interesting. Lucas Roth is gone. He's long gone. What a restart. Floyd trying to defend from his dad. He's squeezing into the wall, but Matt can't find a way through. Kelly is right behind these guys as well. Floyd's gone wide. Matt's going to have to try and find another way around, and he's hit him. He's hit Floyd. Kelly's looking to make a move as well. DJ Phil on the back of these guys, not too far away, but Lucas Roth is gone. Matt Imovic stuck behind Floyd, and Matt's going down the insides. Oh, this is going to get dangerous. They're going to have to pick their chances. KLF's going right around the outsides. Oh, this is close racing. Can they stick to it? Matt sticks to the inside. He makes contact with Floyd. Kelly's still in there. How have these guys not gone off? I do not know. Matt, side by side with his son, Floyd. They go to the quick left-hander, then the quick right, and Floyd has yielded. Matahimovic goes through. I don't think Matt will be too happy about that one, but Floyd has now lost out to Matt. Is he going to lose out to KLF 900? KLF 900 all over the shot. He looks down the inside of Floyd. Floyd goes wide. Kelly gains the position, but he's got damage on the front wing. Here comes DJ Phil. And Kelly moves up. Whoa, they've all gone wide. DJ Phil goes into third. Wow, Floyd's gone deep. KLF 900 still making contact with him. Mercedes versus McLaren, both engines same power. And it's Floyd who stays out on top. What is going on here? Both the Williams guys have pitted, but it's cost them massively. Mazda's gone on the hards. Can he go to the end? That is the question. The Mutts Nuts is in 7th and way behind. Kelly's in the wall, and he's got front wing damage. He just has to stay on track. He has to stay on track. That's all he has to do. And he gains points. Floyd in 4th place at this minute. DJ Phil's going to get 3rd. Wow. Lucas Roth leads this race by some gap. He's got 5.4 second gap over Matahimovic, who was fighting his son for like half a lap and was fighting hard. Matahimovic now in 2nd with DJ Phil in 3rd. Floyd in 4th position. KLF 900 in 5th with major damage to the front wing, but Mazda will be hunting him down and be chasing him right down. If I was Kelly right now, I'd be getting into the pits and putting the hards on and go to the end if he possibly can. But 24 laps, that's about half distance. The hard should be able to make it to the end, and the Mutts Nuts currently in 7th place. The Mutts Nuts right now will be able to just, if he's able to, survive and hope for another safety car, but at this rate we might not get one. KLF 900 in 5th with that major front wing damage. What a race. DRS has now been enabled. I don't know if we've been able to have a DRS since lap 8. Wow. KLF 900 has to just yield to Mazda and let him through, and he has done so with that front wing damage. And Kelly coming into the pits and will get a fresh nose, and if I was him, I would be getting the hard tyres on. Sutty in the comments saying Maz is going to the end. Of course he is. Floyd is grounded now. I'm pretty sure he will be grounded. Matahimovic would have been raging. He's bringing that gap down to Lucas Roth. And the thing is, Keegs has got older tyres, but he can go a little bit longer at this precise minute. Maybe he'll be able to get in and put some hard tyres on, maybe another set of mediums. Depends how long he can go on these set of tyres and what he can achieve. But I really don't know what's been going on with this race. Drivers who you thought would be on point have messed up. Strategies have just gone out the window. I really don't know what's going on. Mazda currently out on track trying to hunt down Floyd at precise minute. He will be gaining pretty quickly on him. 1.1 now as the leader's gap comes under 3 seconds, so Matt is really hunting him down. Gary in the comments, Maz should be disqualified for taking me out. Angry emoji. Pit crews are busy. Welshie, if this is what happens in F1, I'm like the other guy said in the comments, I'm scared for Pro-Am and Pro. I actually am. As there we see Floyd going wide, he brakes much later. He goes too late as well, and Mazda will gain that position. Mazda now up into 4th place position and will be going to the end, I believe, on those hard tyres. This has been a dramatic start to the season. Wow. Guys, get your prediction on who you think is going to win out of the last 7. KLF 900 has gone to the medium. He's gone to the medium tyre. That's an interesting choice. I don't know if he'll be able to make it to the end on that. If he does, he'll be struggling for grip towards the end. Closest fight on track is Matahimovic versus Lucas Roth. This is going to be an interesting fight. Well, I say towards the end of the race, but are we going to get to the end of the race? Are we going to finish with the 7 drivers? That is the question, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Spread the stream around. Let's get as many people in here as we possibly can. I know we're only down to 7 drivers, but I mean, who knows what's going to happen. Strategy's gone out the window. We haven't even had a wet race yet, and somehow we've had a chaotic first round here in Melbourne, Australia at Simplay Motorsport. And make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get as many people in here as we possibly can. I will try and do interviews, I think, but at this rate I don't know if anyone's going to finish. I don't think we'll figure that out a little bit later on in the season, but right now Lucas Roth is leading the way with Matt Imovic right behind him. Matt is going to make the move. Keegs made that look ridiculously easy for Matt. Matt's down the inside. It'll be on the outside for the next corner. Lucas Roth just has to push him wide, and he does so. And Matt down the inside. Lucas Roth losing out there to Matt Imovic. So Matt Imovic will have the inside for the next corner as well. Matt takes the lead of the race back from Keegs. Keegs losing out to Matt Imovic there. So Matt Imovic retakes the lead. DJ Phil has lost the podium position and is now down to 5th place position. Floyd in 4th, and Mazda back up into the podium positions. So Keegs losing out there. What does he do now? Matt with superior grip and pace right now is pulling away from Keegs. As Keegs actually has DRS going down the back straight and is looking to try and make a move on Matt, but he's unable to do so. And he's really trying to push him to the limit. Matt might be able to get into the zone now. Keegs going into turn 1. Can he get any closer to Matt? And I think Matt is on a charge to extend the gap. Mazda really will be the man to keep an eye on. In the comments here saying from Dan, no one as everyone will have crashed. Welsh in the comments, too bloody easy. Kieran Argent, hope. Let's just hope Monaco isn't wet. God, imagine if it was Met. We are just past the halfway stage, halfway of this section, and Matt Imovic leads the way from Lucas Roth in 2nd, Aston Martin 1, Haas in 2, Mazda in the Williams in 3rd place position, Floyd in the 4th place position for Mercedes, Red Bull with a DJ Phil in 5th, the Mutts Nuts currently in 6th place position, and KLF 900 in that 7th place position, all spread out now. So maybe we should be able to see some people do some decent lap times. It might get a little bit boring now, we've all spread out, but nonetheless this is the situation we're in. We've lost 7, we still got 7. As Sutty in the comments supporting his new driver for the season. Sutty supporting KLF 900, who's currently at the back. Keegs has now pitted, and what is he going to be changing to? Let's see what he has decided to change to. He's going to change the front wing. That's what's probably hurting him. He's going to the softs. That's an interesting call. So he's going to soft tires. A front wing damage. It's been repaired, and Mazda now goes into 2nd place position. So with those hard tires, he should be able to go to the end, but he has to nurse them and look after them. Disco in the comments, this could be the entire Simplay 2022 highlights reel. It probably could. Just save this reel and that's it. Just post it and that's it. Thank you to everyone who has liked the stream. 31 likes, that's amazing, guys. Let's try and get to 40 likes if we can. Get as many people here in the stream. Like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Simplay Motorsport, like I said, this Wednesday and Thursday coming will be the new GT3 season for the Pro-Am and for the Pro. You will be seeing some of these drivers out on the Pro-Am circuit. Matt Imovic will be racing in the Pro alongside Lucas Roth as well. DJ Phil will be returning. Floyd obviously still sticking to F1. The Mutts Nuts also not in the GT3s. KLF 900 moving up to the Pro with his teammate Sutty in the McLaren. What's the tyre wear on? A lot of tyre changes. Oh, Kelly's in the wall. I've just noticed Kelly's in the wall. He's had a spin. I didn't see that. I was too busy reading the comments. Kelly is in the wall. And to your question, well, I think tyre wear is on standard. It's normal standard wear, so it depends how hard they're pushing. Matt Imovic at the minute is going to lap KLF 900. KLF 900 at this was 1 minute leading this race. He's about to get lapped by Matt Imovic. This is really Matt's race to lose at this precise minute. He's got one more pit stop to make. Mazda's going to the end, we know that. So oh my god. While we got a little bit of a dull moment here, I will talk about the Pro-Ams. Like I said, myself and KLF 900, who you see out on circuit, will be commentating on the Pro-Ams, as Matt Imovic will be going out on circuit as Floyd has entered the pits. We've got an interesting driver lineup. Some of the drivers have been looking forward to this new season, and here are some of the driver lineups. We will have Sweet and Sour Motorsport in the Acura with Matt Imovic and CC Smithy, both running the Acura black and pink. We will see how Sweet and Sour get on. Team Prolapse of Nikki77 and Laney, both of those guys running the flag for Team Prolapse. We will see how they get on. Powerline Racing of That Buzzy Boy and DJ Phil, teammates in F1 for Red Bull and teammates in GT3s as well. Metal One Racing with the Ginetta duo of Falges and Ukbar. We will see how those guys will get on later on in the week in the Pro-Am category. Audi Sport will see the a new pair of drivers, a new driver lineup with Emplava and Chocolate Man. Both of those guys will be racing for Audi Sport in the Audi R8 and doing it for Not Fast, Just Furious. In the BMW M6 will Dean Wasocki and Lucas Roth will be running in the BMW and trying to give some of the drivers a run for their money. MC Motorsport in the Lamborghini, returning once again with a Welshie and Stealth Sloth in the Lamborghini, the trusty yellow Lamborghini. They will be back trying to give, again, also give a good title fight for the GT3 Pro-Am class. Independent drivers for this season will be the Renault of Bryn and the Mercedes of Smoky Devil. That is your Pro-Am driver lineup, and it's going to be an interesting one. Round one is Red Bull Ring at Austria. Weather dependent is obviously on the live feed of what's actually happening at the circuit, so whoever is running the session, either myself or Matt Imovic, will be seeing what the weather's doing and we'll put it in before the start of the session. And what I've seen so far is looking dry for the Pro-Ams, but if it would have been great if we could have put temperature in that, because it's -3 degrees for the Pro-Ams and 0 degrees for the pros, so that would have been a spicy race with ice tires. For the pros, your driver lineup for the pros is this. Myself and D-Biggs will be returning as Team Shake and Bake Motorsport, but we have changed to the McLaren 650. And a new challenge for us, a new car. So we will see if we're able to defend the title with our new car. We have Audio Sport Pro Laps with the new pairing of Sutty Apex and KLF 900. We'll see how Kelly gets on with Sutty in the McLaren. Kelly's first attempt in the pros category, but Sutty has been there multiple times, and we know we're waiting to see the Sutty send it at some point. Slingshot Motorsport of BMW M6 of Disco, McDisco Face and Andy will be returning once again in their bright yellow BMWs. Red Bull Ring is a stronghold for the BMW. Can they carry on what they did last season and take double win? I think it was a double win at Red Bull. I can't remember. Last season was so long ago and I've missed it. Simplay Racing, new driver lineup is Mike or Peaceful Explosion and Monkey Boy. They've ditched the Mercedes. They're trying something new. They have gone to the Ferrari. Can they make the Ferrari better than myself and Fury from season 2? Hopefully so, because if so, then they're in trouble. Sandbags Motorsport will be running under the Mercedes AMG of Fury and Emo Guy. They're running in the Mercedes AMG. Team Prolapse of BT Tiger and Xmart also running the McLaren, with Forever Forward Racing of Mazda and Maze Gamer and Argent in the Mercedes. They are pairing up for that pairing. and the returning champions of Leech Motorsport. They are returning back to their Porsche 911. Gary 131 and Little Leech returning back to the Porsche. Can they get their third title before myself and D Biggs? That is the question. That is your driver lineup for Pro Am and Pro. Currently right now here in the F1 League, it's just gone a little bit quiet. Lap 33. And it's Matt still leading the way. Matching one another is Matt and Mazda. Mazda needs to look after those tyres and try and go as long as he possibly can. Lucas Roth bringing that gap down on the soft tyres. The question is, can he get past the leaders as quickly as he possibly can? DJ Phil currently in 4th place. Mutts Nuts in 5th, trying to bring that gap down to DJ Phil, but hopefully we'll do so soon. Oh! Lucas Roth has got damage to the front of his car! He's lost the front wing, so what has happened to Lucas Roth? I don't know if he's got involved with Floyd there or not. Well, I'm not sure what quite happened there. We turned away, and Lucas Roth with front wing damage, virtual safety car, so everyone has to stick to a certain speed. If they go too fast, they will get a penalty for that. Matt Imovic catching onto the back of KLF 900 of this race. As Disco actually corrects me and says that he won race 1 at Red Bull Ring and Fury took the 2nd place. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on the BMW and Mercedes. I'm feeling quite confident in the McLaren. Lucas Roth, a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Keegs just lost 3rd place, and at this rate I think DJ Phil will get past him or he will stay in front. I'm not sure. It's going to be a close one. DJ Phil coming through the final corner. Dan Spinala for Keegs. He's back underway. DJ Phil coming down the main straight. Not sure what's quite happened there, but Keegs has got going. He's just driven through the safety car. Classic F1 graphics. But we are back underway after the virtual safety car somewhat neutralized the event, but not quite. DJ Phil now back up to 3rd place, but Lucas Roth will be trying to find his way. A bit of a twitch there from Keegs. He's really starting to push. I'm amazed that half of these guys have still got tyres. Like, some of them have had so many tyre changes. Sector 2 and 3, who is that gone off? Sector 2 and 3, I think Mazda might have had an off somewhere. But at this rate, this is your top 7, and like I said, it's just gone a little bit quiet right now. Lucas Roth with a little bit of excitement, but nonetheless, still a long way to go. Matt will still lead this race at this precise minute. Mazda in 2nd. Mazda is 22 seconds behind. I'm not quite sure what the I think, oh, we got a yellow flag in the final sector. Who is that for? We've had an off. I think it might have been DJ Phil running a little bit wide. So DJ Phil really pushing the car because he's got pressure from Lucas Roth now. KLF 900 just trying to stay ahead of Matt so he does not get lapped, and he's doing a very good job of that at the minute. The Mutts Nuts has been slowly bringing this gap down to the 2 in front, but not enough to really hamper them. Keegs really trying to bring that gap down to DJ Phil, but DJ Phil doing enough right now. Oh, DJ Phil with a bit of a wiggle, and Keegs doing the same thing in the background. Le plan, says Dan. I'm amazed that most of you are still sitting here watching this, as Keegs is now going to give us a good fight with DJ Phil. With all the drivers that have dropped it and crashed into the wall, it's great to see some people still watching this event with 7 drivers still going. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as Lucas Roth is now on to the back of DJ Phil. Can he find a way past? That is the question. We are on board with a Lucas Roth right now. A lot of curve there. DJ Phil gonna be hampered here as Keegs will go down the inside. KLF 900 once again penalty for multiple warnings. So KLF 900 another 3-second penalty. Track limits, I think that is. But Keegs is now up into 3rd place position. DJ Phil dropping back to 4th. So guys, make sure you tune in for next week, as we will be returning to F1, as we will be heading to Bahrain. We are now on lap 36 of 58, and Matimovic still leads the way with a gap of 23 seconds. He's extended the gap a little bit from Mazda, but only by half a second, not by much. And he's now crawling on the back of KLF 900, who's got more penalties than anyone else, I think, at this precise minute. No, he hasn't. Nuts with 10-second penalty at this precise moment. KLF with 6. He's now got the blue flag, so he will need to get out of the way of Matimovic. How easy is he going to do that, though? That is the question. As Kelly takes a weird line as he goes down the back straight. Keegs still got DJ Phil on the back of him, trying to give him a headache, but I think Keegs should extend that gap now and pull away. They are coming up to the back of Floyd, I believe. Yeah, they are. Floyd a lap down at this minute. There's about to get lapped by Lucas Roth and DJ Phil. Oh, DJ Phil with a little bit of grass there. Oh, Lucas Roth has had a spin, and he's just managed to avoid hitting DJ Phil. Guys, you just got to survive now. If any one of you drop it, then it's going to help another driver score points. So just stay on track is all I'm saying right now. Stay on track. So guys, in the comments, if you like what you see, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, got to ask for driver of the day at some point. Who do you think is going to win the race? It's going to be between the top two, I reckon, unless something major happens, another safety car. Lucas Roth currently right now is out of a fight, really. He can't do much, but a podium nonetheless will be good for him. Why are they in a Beetle? Why are they in a Beetle? I don't quite know what you're saying there, but not quite sure what he's on about there, but either way, Matt and Mazda look like they're going to be fighting for the win, but whose strategy is better? Matt might have to pit for a fresh set of softs towards the end, but I think Mazda should be able to go to the end, but he's going to be so hampered with performance. He's got to hope for a safety car. I think Matt just has to get through there as quickly as he can. Some of the comments here: Disco McDiscoface saying Matt driver of the day, no question. Welshie saying Matt or Keegs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with them as well. Matt's looking strong for driver of the day. Obviously, he's the one who's been on front most. He's been the cleanest and managed to get through all the chaos. And Keegs as well, he's done a fantastic job of coming through the pack. He's had a little bit of a sketchy moment here and there, but he's nonetheless put himself in a podium position and survived. I'm making it sound like we're coming to the end of the race, but there's just not a lot going on at this precise minute. PM Motorsport in the comments saying Matt. So at the minute, Matt's got 3 votes, Keegs with 1, the driver of the day. And so far, Matt looks like he's going to take the driver of the day, but unless he drops it, which... Oh, do I be mean and curse him right now? Oh, he's nearly hit the wall. He's nearly hit the wall. If you do want to see... Dan says, I'd like to give driver of the day to the safety car. Yeah, I think the safety car driver should get driver of the day. He's probably done the most laps out in front. Great comment there. PM Motorsport driver of the day for Matt as well. So still 3 for Matt, 1 for the safety car driver and 1 for Keegs. Oh my god, no real fights going on at this precise minute. It would have been amazing if we had rain right now, but the weather forecast looks like it's not going to rain. Have a little bit of telemetry here from Floyd gave me a heart attack there. He got really squirrely on exit there and he nearly dropped it. He just needs to stay on track right now and he'll gain good points. And he lets the Williams through of the nuts. And DJ Phil just starting to lose pace to Lucas Roth. And Lucas Roth extending that gap. while we got this opportunity, guys, and you are watching, who are you excited for the new GT3 season? What pairing of drivers are you interested to see? What cars are you interested to see out on circuit? And what can our new drivers and our Pro-Am drivers who have been promoted to Pro, what can they do in that category? We have got a selection of great drivers, great talents for the new season. Season 5 is going to be very exciting. Round 1, Red Bull Ring, and it's going to be an interesting round. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the new challenge of a new car. There we see Floyd getting out of the way of Matt Timovic. That's what the yellow flag was for. I'm looking forward to the challenge of the McLaren. I'm excited to commentate alongside with my father, Kelly Davis. We're looking forward to a new Pro-Am season. It's the first time he gets to commentate on them. And we're excited to see how Matt Timovic gets on in the Acura. Matt Timovic is such a very good driver with the GT cars, and we know he's pro pace. Oh, Matt! I don't know if that's him showing off or he's having a bit of a wiggle, but that was scary. Well, she comments saying me in the Lambo as migrating host. What is happening here? Matt has left the session. Matt is disconnected. I hope that hasn't got rid of the stream. Matt has left the session. Oh no. Sutty and Caleb for Pro, says Smithy. I really hope that's kept the stream up. I really do. But that pretty much has given Mazda the win, I reckon. Disco McDisco Face in the comments saying looking forward to seeing what the McLarens can do. I'm just keeping an eye on the stream in a minute just to make sure that it is still up and running. Maybe that's why Matt was weaving about so much. Maybe the game lagged out. But way F1 works, he should be able to get back into the session. The stream is still going, so thank God for that. It's a little bit laggy, so at this minute, Matt Timovic should be able to get back into the session. Should. That's. But Mazda needs to take this opportunity now. Matt needs an invite. Oh God. Invite friends. Let's see if I can invite Matt into the session. No, I cannot. I can't invite him into the session. If he gets in again, he'll be okay. Oh God, if anyone is still in the session who's out of this race, can they give him an invite in? We've got a yellow flag somewhere. I think it's Floyd once again getting out of the way of drivers. I can't send an invite to Matt Timovic, so someone's going to have to send them an invite. Hopefully he can get back into the session, but Mazda will be bringing that gap down. Matt has got back in. Woo! So he'll be panicking about that a little bit. He is in the session. Maybe his internet not able to run both his stream, his POV on the Gaming Welshman 5 on his Twitch account, and also Simplay Motorsport. So PN sent the invite to Matt, so well done PN, you are a star. So Mazda is now able to try and hunt down Matt, as the times will try and sort themselves out, as Matt will retake control of his car very shortly. Car's a little bit squirrely now, so I believe that might be Matt back under control. Still looks a bit planted to me. Mazda will be bringing that gap down though. Matt will be kicking himself that this is happening right now. Let's see if the intervals will have updated. They're not quite updated just yet. But Mazda still leads. Matt is... I don't know if Matt's in the car or not yet, but he is joining back into the session. I think he is back in, but Lucas Roth 46 seconds behind Mazda. DJ Phil still trying to stick to Lucas Roth as KLF 900 is trying to catch. Matt is back in the seat. So also a reminder that Matt does struggle with back problems, so to be fair, this long race will be affecting him, so hopefully Matt can get to the end with not too much pain. I think, yeah, Matt looks like he's definitely back in the car by the looks of things. So it's nice to have Matt back in the session. Mazda in second place. And to the guys who are watching, for some reason my comments are a little bit delayed. So yeah, I can see your comments. It's just a little bit delayed. So 40 lap 43. Only got a few more laps of this race. Matt Imovic's lead has come down to 17.8. Mazda's used this opportunity to push, but has that done any good for him at all? He really does got to hope that Matt has to pit. The AI taking over might have helped in tyre save a little bit, but nonetheless, Mazda will be pushing him to the limit. How far can Matt get those medium tyres? Can Matt take the first win of this new season? Sector 3, we've got a car off. I'm not sure who. I think Matt might have had a little bit of an excursion through Sector 3. But Mazda is trying everything he possibly can to bring that gap down to Matt. But Matt seems to be back on the pace and going again. Lucas Roth still in that podium position, has extended that gap to DJ Phil. KLF 900 is now bringing that gap back down. PM Motorsport says in the comments, I'm glad I'm out, I'm laying down on my bed. I think multiple times you could have laid down on your bed and just watched the race from there, because the amount of safety cars, could have put the AI in and survived. But we don't highly recommend that. Splash and dash for Matt. Well, the rules in F1, we don't take fuel no more. They're fueled right up to the start of the race, and they have to take it to the end. This is going to be interesting for Matt. He has to clear DJ Phil as quickly as he can. As DJ Phil tries to get out of the way, he's not doing a good job at this precise minute of moving to one side for Matt. Matt is trying to find a way through. Blue flag, so DJ Phil should just move to one side. And he's not doing so. He's making it difficult for Matt here. Matt's going to be losing time. He's going to get frustrated behind that Red Bull. DJ Phil should just move to one side and allow the Aston Martin through, but he's really making it difficult for Matt. Matt losing time left, right and centre here behind DJ Phil. He's finally found a way through, and DJ Phil really hampered Matt's progression there, and he is now through. PM Motorsport says no fuel in F1 Disco, unfortunately. Sadly not in F1, but there is in GT3s, and the amount of times I've forgotten to put fuel in a Clio, best make sure none of the drivers forget to put fuel in a car in the GT3s. Matt is into the pits. This is going to be interesting. Matt is in. He's going to put the softs on. He's also going to be trying to go for fastest lap. PM Motorsport says, as I've had a really bad back to Disco, more the grabbing fresh boots then and fuel, but you know. Mazda exits the final corner. Matt has gone, so Mazda leads this race. This is going to be interesting. Matt on soft tyres. Can he catch and pass Mazda to take the win of the race? This is it, guys. Mazda versus Matt. Lucas Roth looking good for third place at this minute. KLF 900 though is starting to catch him a little bit by bit. So this could be a fight here for the podium. But currently right now Williams will be scoring big points with Mazda and the Mutts Nuts both finishing this race. DJ Phil exits the pits, but he has got the Mutts Nuts not too far behind him. Kieran Argent, maybe Matt needed to stop for a different kind, maybe he needed a pre-brake, but nonetheless Matt probably got himself all freshened up, ready to go to try and chase down Mazda, who's on old hards. He has got to go to the end. Mazda with an old hard on, sticking to the end. Can this strategy work for Mazda? Matt will be doing qualifying lap after qualifying lap. He'll want the fastest lap, an extra point for him as well. So we'll keep an eye on that fight. Sector 3. Someone has dropped it in Sector 3. Who is that? It's a yellow flag. Not sure who that was, but someone did drop it in Sector 3 or slowed down. Matt's on old softs. Matt's got an old softie. Can Matt chase down Mazda and take this win? Can Mazda hang on for 12 laps? This is going to be an interesting end to the session. Has Green Pie still got fastest lap? I am trying to find that out. That's tyres. That's not that. Gap. Fastest lap is still Green Pie's at 26.8. Can Matt get near that lap time? I think because Green Pies is in the top 10, he should get that extra point as well. But Matt will want to hunt down Mazda as quickly as he possibly can. They are old softs. I'm glad Disco's awake and I'm not. The start of this race has been so exciting and so dramatic. The middle part of this race has been dull. Oh, Mazda's made a mistake! That's allowed Matt through. That was really easy. So now Matt retakes the lead on his old softies and retakes the lead here. Mazda has now lost that opportunity. He's lost the advantage of having the hard tyres on for longer and is now pretty much given himself second place. He won't be able to catch Matt on those old hards. And that is it. Matt, as long as he keeps it in one piece, will... And he does. 25.9. Matt takes the fastest lap of the race. There's the extra championship point for himself. Will Mazda now decide to put the softs on and try and steal that extra point? That is the question. He's got a big gap to Keegs, so he could possibly do so and try and steal that extra fastest lap. But wow, Matt Imovic looking like he is going to take a race win here, the first win of the season. DJ Phil is on the back of KLF 900, so can DJ Phil find a way past? Kelly's made a pit stop by the looks of things, so that is why DJ Phil is relatively close to Kelly. Looks like he's just pitted as well, so Kelly will need to extend that gap. He's got 10 laps to try and extend the gap. What is the penalties? He's got to find 6 seconds on DJ Phil. That's what he's got to find. PM Motorsport, it's a typical F1 race then, haha. So Mazda in second place right now has thrown this away. I think it was a bold strategy, staying on the hards for as long as possible. One mistake though, with Matt on fresh softs, yeah, he was never really going to hold him back, and Mazda is now looking to take a second place, losing out to Matt. As far as Mazda getting the pit, yeah, he's in the pits and he's going to be trying to steal the fastest lap. Lucas Roth is a minute behind Matt, so he might as well give it a go and try and get an extra championship point. Here is Mazda for Williams Racing Team into the pits. Is the softs going on? I believe so. Yes, they are. KLF 900 has made and extended a gap to a DJ Phil by 2.5 seconds. So DJ Phil's must have made a mistake somewhere. So Kelly is now extending that gap. He needs to make 6 seconds to hold on to that 4th place position. And Mazda does return out of the pits behind his teammate. And if they work together, they can use each other. And Mazda can use the DRS to get a tow. And use the DRS. PM Motorsport exciting then, really dull. Yeah, basically unlike British touring cars is exciting all the time, says PM Motorsport. I totally agree. As we see there, Mazda is allowed past by the Mutts Nuts. He allows his teammate through, so now we need to keep an eye on lap times. We know 5 pit stops by Lucas Roth, he's in the pit. 8 pit stops by DJ Phil. Wow, there's been a lot of pit stops. DJ Phil is actually, Lucas Roth is in the pit, sorry. So we need to keep an eye on lap times. So fastest lap is Matt Imovic's right now. Lucas Roth is in the pits. He's put a set of softs on. I don't know why he keeps putting them in the wall. Kelly's a little bit closer to Keegs, but with Keegs, with a penalty that he doesn't have any penalties. So now Keys can now go for fastest lap. This is going to be interesting now. This is going to be an interesting fight for the top 3. Who will get fastest lap? Matt currently right now hangs on to it. Matt's on his first out lap. Obviously doesn't improve, but he will be trying to make sure he gets fastest lap here. But will he get hampered by DJ Phil? Matt Imovic got hampered by DJ Phil. Lucas Roth has retired from the session. Where is he? He's dropped it. Safety car. Oh my god. Kelly can get in and change his soft tyres. Kelly is on the podium right now. DJ Phil, 5-second penalty to serve as he made contact with Lucas Roth. So that's what's happened. What's happened to the Mutts Nuts? Oh my god. Just I thought the session was going to end in that way. We are now 10 laps to go. Safety car has come out. Oh my god. Lucas Roth with a solid position there. Matt is in the pits for a set of softs again, I reckon. Mazda can't do nothing about it. He's stuck behind DJ Phil. So Matt with a fresh set of softs. Here we go again. Oh my god. Is this a new set of softs? No, they're old again. Matt hasn't got any new softs. Mazda does. KLF 900 staying out. To be fair, he might as well. He is a lap down from the leaders, I believe. Yeah, he is a lap down to Matt. So he can't really do anything. He's going to have the Mutts Nuts behind him. Let's have a look at penalties. The Mutts Nuts with 1 second penalty less than KLF 900. So, and Matt has said his game has glitched. Matt's game has glitched apparently. So looks like Mazda could get an opportunity to win this race. Keeps telling me my tyres are new. Well, for us, Matt, on the telemetry is telling us they're old. We are coming to the end of this race. 8 laps to go of this session. And it's Matahimovic leading the way. Mazda in second with fresher tyres than Matt. And I'm not sure why the game keeps giving him old tyres. But Matt, with older tyres, will he be able to fight Mazda? KLF 900 is separating these two right now. But he's got his own fight with the Mutts Nuts in 4th. DJ Phil in 5th and put the hard tyres on. So he's going to the end. And at this rate, Floyd, if he keeps going, he might end up on the podium. Smithy, MC Motorsport, laughing emoji and thumbs down. Smithy is really excited for the Pro-Am season in his Acura with his teammate Matahimovic. You can tell. Usual Codemasters then. Says PM Motorsport, well, I know that's what you'll be doing when we all pass you. Already some rivalry going on in the chat there. But hopefully this is the final safety car of the night. And I'm saying hopefully. Smithy says, need to see your NHS COVID pass to race, please. Well, yeah, to all the Pro-Am and Pro Boys, as we go to the Red Bull Ring, make sure you do have your masks, your NHS clearances as well. Make sure you've done a COVID test. If you are positive, then sadly you will not be able to race at Red Bull Ring. Here in Australia, we didn't care in F1, so we just went for it. Monkey Boy in the comments, where is everyone? He says, basically, mate, they've all crashed. They've all crashed. You've missed the first half of this race, where I say half, I say the first 10 minutes. After qualifying was done, it was relatively basic. Some people dropping it, some quick drivers, and then complete and utter mess after. So if you want Monkey Boy, make sure you rewatch the video, because it's definitely an interesting one. Well, no, don't disclosure any private information. Wow. So we are coming down to the last few laps here in Australia, Melbourne, the first round of the Simplay Motorsport F1 season, and it's Matahimovic who leads the way. He's got 7 laps to defend Mazda, who's on fresher tyres. The game keeps glitching out and giving him old tyres. This is it. Who is going to stay on top? KLF 900 currently in 3rd place position. Can he hold off the Mutts Nuts for the final podium position? We are about to get underway here. The safety car is in this lap. Guys, last chance. Let's get these guys to the end. Last chance for opportunity. Last chance to gain points. Currently, all these drivers will score points. Who's going to get fastest lap? Lucas Roth, we've lost after that. This is the cause of the safety car. So we're about to get underway. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Hit that bell to be notified for when we are live, but we are about to get underway here. Matahimovic will control the pace. Kelly will need to get out of the way of Mazda relatively quickly. I would love Codemasters to allow lapped cars to get out of the way, but they don't. But here we go. Matahimovic entering the final corner. DJ Phil, a penalty for making contact with Floyd. And Matt is underway here. KLF 900 is going to be in the way of Mazda. Blue flags will be flown at him, and he does so. He is out the way. DJ Phil is into the pits. So Mazda can now hunt down Matt. Can Matt hang on for 6 laps and keep a Mazda behind him? We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. The Mutts Nuts has gone off. So his chance of trying to catch KLF 900 has gone. His podium opportunities has probably gone now. So Kelly just needs to make it to the end, and he gets his first podium of the season. These all class as race wins and points as well. Matahimovic on, I believe, 3 race wins with his GT5 championship. If I have a quick look, no, he's on 2. This will be his first race win. Mazda currently on 8 race wins. So Mazda want to go for his 9th, and Matt will go for his 3rd race win here at Simplay Motorsport. Feel for Matt here. It feels like Lewis Hamilton versus Verstappen here. Matt on older tyres, Mazda with fresher tyres. This is it. Mazda's got to run. Matt is going to defend. Mazda looking to the outside. Matt is not going to make this easy for him. Those tyres are going to be screaming. As Mazda looks to the inside, Matt defends him and is staying in front. Kelly will hold on to that 3rd position at this precise minute, but this is the fight we need to keep an eye on. Mazda looking to try and get a better run. DRS is not enabled. It will be enabled this next lap. Matt really slow out the corner. Mazda's got the run. He's going to look to the inside. Mazda with the fastest lap now, a 25.5. Mazda down the inside. Matt's going to have to concede. It's going to hang it out on the outside. Mazda losing out. Matt staying in the lead at precise minute, taking track limits though. Mazda looks to the outside. Can Mazda go right round the outside? No, he can't. Matt is hanging it in as best as he possibly can. Matt under so much pressure from Mazda. DRS is going to be enabled, so he's going to be putting so much more pressure on Matt. Matt get really close to the back of Mazda. Sorry, Mazda getting really on the back of Matt. Not long left of this session. The rest of the positions are pretty much set in stone. It's just the fight between these two now. On board Mazda, can he get a little bit closer to Matt as we go through the quick left-hander and quick right? Matt just needs to get good traction out corners. Mazda, did he get the DRS? No, he did not. So his next lap, I believe the DRS will be enabled. Somebody in the comments saying track limits there, Matt. But the game obviously warns them about track limits and will give him a penalty for it. But Mazda, so much grip and confidence. He's gone a bit deep though, Mazda. Oh, he's had a wiggle. Under all that pressure, Mazda has made a mistake. Matt has extended the gap to 2.5. DRS is now enabled. Will Mazda be able to catch him up in 4 laps time? This is the question. Mazda needs to get back into the groove and hunt down Matahimovic. Matahimovic just hanging in there right now. 2.3 seconds separating these two. The gap's coming down again. Mazda just needs to get into a rhythm. The dirty air probably affected him and was unable to do anything about it. Matt defending for his life. He is fighting for his 3rd win of the season. He wants to start this season off well. He wants to have the opportunity to win a title, as he lost a title in the GT5 championship, a GT5 runner-up. The amount of times that this man has wound me up with being known as the clear-cut runner-up. Matt, it's time to have a bit of a payback. Can you finally win a championship? Mazda is going to fight him to the very end. Mazda is chasing him down. Disco saying, come on, Matt. Guys, get behind the drivers. You are here to support. Who is going to be on top? Is it going to be Matt? Is it going to be Mazda? Or are they going to take each other out? And will KLF 900 take the race win? This is going to be interesting to the end. 1.2. Mazda is coming back. He is flying right now. Sutty in the comments saying, yes, Kelly. His new teammate. And he's probably proud of him. Right? Oh, Mazda's hit the wall. Has he got damage to the front wing? No, he hasn't. He has got away immensely there. Mazda 24.6. He is on the pace and is hunting Matt down. That's the fastest lap under Mazda's belt right now. Fight's going on. KLF staying in 3rd. The Mutts Nuts looking like he's going to stay 4th. DJ Phil in 5th. And Floyd will finish in 6th. So the fight is at the front. Guys, get your votes in for driver of the day. Mazda just pushing too hard here. And Matt is just doing everything right now. I think Mazda might have damage to the front wing. He must have damage from when he clipped the wall. So I think Matt might just hang in there. Might, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Peter Motorsport in the comments saying, come on. Me. Oh, wait, lol. I thought I was meant to say Matt then. But Mazda, I don't think has got any answer now. Whatever he hit, he's done damage to the front of its wing, I think. And I think Matt might have got this in the bag now. He's just got to get to the end. I know Matt is probably going to be in absolute agony right now. But mate, you're on your way to win the first race of the F1 Championship. Can he hang in there? After it exits the final corner, Mazda, I think, has got front wing damage. He must do, because he is struggling. Welshie in the comments saying, come on, boys. Right to the line, and I don't think Mazda has an answer. Whatever he's done, he's going to lose out here. Guys, this has been a great start to the season. We've lost more drivers than the cut drivers finishing, but nonetheless, it's been a good round here in Australia. Matt looks like he's got hang of the lead, and I think Mazda's just bringing it home now. Disco in the comments saying Matt pulling away, he's got this. To the remaining guys in the comments, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified for when we are live. Let's get your drivers of the day. Oh, Kelly! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. He nearly put it in the wall there. We nearly lost another driver. That would have been the Mutt's nuts at the front then for third place. He just got to finish in third, Kelly. You ain't going to gain nothing in front. As Mazda is cruising, I think he's just going to bring the points home with the damage that I think he's sustained from hitting the wall. But Matt, looking like he is on his way to win here in Australia. Get your votes for driver of the day right now, and I think it's going to go the way of Matt. Welshie in the comments saying hats off to Floyd for making it all the way to the end. Yeah, we've got to give a shout out to Floyd, Matt's son. First time racing here at Simplay Motorsport. His first season, sorry, racing at Simplay Motorsport. He has done charity events in previous F1 games, but here he is, gonna finish the F1 race in 6th place, getting good points for him and Bryn, who's unable to score any points here. So just surviving and getting to the end gains you points. DJ Phil with a 5th place position. Been a bit of a weird session for him. He's been up and down, not being able to gain real good points, and really been hampering some of the other drivers, but nonetheless he's making it to the end in 5th place position. 4th place currently the Mutt's nuts with penalties as well, but he's not really close enough to KLF to gain an advantage on that. But he's also got DJ Phil well behind, so he won't lose to DJ Phil. For your podium though, it will be KLF 900, who looks like he's going to hold on to that 3rd place position, and Mazda in 2nd place. Mazda, a shout out for pushing Matt to the end, but it's just pushed that a little bit too hard and has lost out. Matahimovic though on the penultimate lap, coming towards the final lap. Welshie in the comments saying as well that Floyd is the youngest driver here at Simplay Motorsport, so big shout out to her. Bethany Ann Duffin, that Kulo, for all your kind words. But Matimovic coming through the final corner to start his final lap of the race here, and I think I will possibly get the top 3 in for a chat. Disco this face in the comments saying, how have his tires gone that far? I honestly don't know, Disco. He might be struggling for grip at the end. But Matimovic on his way to finish the win here in Australia. I think by majority vote. Well done, teammate, and Floyd. Cheers, Mazda. We were winking emoji. I think by majority vote earlier on, I think Matt might be getting driver of the day. I'm going to give a shout out to Floyd for finishing his first race here at Simplay Motorsport for the first season here in F1. So congratulations to him. But driver of the day for me has to go to this man, Matimovic. Everything that's been thrown at him, he's had an answer. He's able to fight back, and Matt, even being disconnected as well and losing a little bit of time, is coming home to win the Australian Grand Prix. Not too far behind is Mazda. So into the final few corners now. Aston Martin brought back to glory. The pink and stink driver Sweet and sour exits the final quarter. Matahimovic comes home to win the Australian Grand Prix here at Simplay Motorsport. Round 1 goes to Matahimovic. Massive congratulations to him. Coming home in second place is a Mazda. Good points for him. So second place for a Mazda. Congratulations to him. Best he could do. Fastest lap for him as well. So he will take second place position. KLF 900 with his debut here in F1 will come home and make it a podium. Congratulations to Kelly. Well done to him. The Mutts Nuts coming through the final few corners. He is then the next car to come. He's managed to survive to the end and finish in that 4th place position. So congratulations to the Mutts Nuts, who comes home in 4th place. And bringing up the rear is... he gains a 5-second penalty for not serving his penalty. Floyd coming home in 6th place. Good 6th place points for him. And DJ Phil in 5th place position. I will try and get the rest of the drivers in. Matt is already here, so I know that. Add drivers. I bet Matt's in severe pain right now. And there you go. There is Matahimovic taking the race win here this evening. You guys should be able to hear Matt now. But Matahimovic takes the first win of the season. He does it for Wales. Second place goes to Mazda and the fastest lap for Mazda as well. An extra point for himself. And KLF 900 as well with a 3rd place position. Matt, I believe we can hear you now. So how are you feeling, buddy?
No, I'm fine, mate. I'm fine, honestly. The emotions right now, mate, I am not going to lie. Tears are nearly there. Game disconnected, then glitched.
Yeah.
Said that I was pitting for new tyres, and it never came to new tyres. They was old. Mazda pressured me at the end. I just want to say one thing is, Floyd, what a job. 6th place, Floyd, honestly. What a guy, Maz. Top race with Maz as well. Just, mate, honestly, emotions at the minute.
Congratulations, Matt. That adds now to your tally of wins. You are now on 3 race wins. Going to Pro-Am as well for your season. That's got to be a good way to start the season, hasn't it?
Yeah, great way to start. And, you know, I had Smithy in the stream with me on my personal stream on Twitch, and, you know, he was cheering me along, and we, you know, buzzing for Wednesday. And just shame Gary couldn't get to the end. I had it in my master, had a notification and stuff. But what a way to do it. What a way to do it. Just honestly, I can't. Back problems stop me from racing, stop me from doing a lot of things, and to do 100%, it's not hard. I mean, I'm hurting like mad now, but I took my tablets and everything. Stretched every time there was a safety car. That was a crazy race. That was absolutely bonkers. And then I had a bit of a wiggle. My internet wire just come out a little bit, disconnected. Couldn't get an invite to get me in the back in the session. Mazda then gained enough time while I was away for me to not get the undercut, the undercut on him, and and then it glitched my game out. Like I say, every time I pitted, it said new soft tyres, and then Gary's self to there on the headset going, "You're 9 laps old." Then I pitted again, and it's like, "You're 11 laps old," and it's like, I didn't know what was going on. Well,
yeah, literally everything thrown at you, and you still managed to come out on top. So a massive congratulations.
Cheers, buddy.
Gary doing his typical thing of dropping it at Australia, which we was coming to expect. So commiserations for Gary, but nonetheless, Aston Martin with 25 points to start the season. That's a good start for yourself. So massive congratulations. And you got driver of the day from majority of the guys in the chat as well. So well done for that as well.
Cheers. Thanks.
Mazda coming home in second place. Not really quite the end there. I believe you might have just clipped the wall and might have had damage to the front wing. Is that what happened? 'Cause you just seem to have lost pace towards the end.
Yeah, it was just bringing the car home. I pushed too hard for the first 2 laps. Should have waited till we got DRS, but yeah, I hit the wall, like you said, and that was it.
Yeah, but nonetheless, second place and fastest lap as well. That's good points for yourself and the Mutts Nuts as well, finishing as well in the Williams. So good points for yourself and the Mutts Nuts. So you can't really ask for more for that, really.
No, not really. No, because like I say, team done good chance on points. So hopefully we can get another race, well, get a race win. But yeah, we'll see. Long season
Just-
ahead.
Just slipped out your grasp, didn't it? But hopefully Bahrain will be a little bit better for yourself.
I say that, but lap 30 is when I was on the hard tyres because I buzzed that safety car restart and
Yeah.
Lap 30 I said, right, I'm giving up that. I'm going to bring the car home second place. Matt's got a great lead on me. I ain't pushing. And then the next minute he disconnects. I'm like, hey up, this is interesting. He gets back and I was not expecting that safety car.
No,
That
no.
actually brought me back, so yeah, congratulations.
Well, congratulations to yourself, second place, and looking forward to seeing you also in 2 weeks or 2 weeks time for the World Endurance Championship as well at Silverstone. But first, you got to go to Bahrain. So exciting season ahead for yourself for the Formula One and World Endurance. So congrats on this second place, and we'll see you at Bahrain next week. Kelly, you're on the podium, buddy, in the McLaren.
Can I just say before you get to Kelly, Sweet and Sticky's first time racing each other, and we both got on the podium.
There was a point.
Naturally, Matthew.
There was a point at this. I didn't expect Kelly to be on the podium with the amount
Thank
of
you,
drive.
Dan, for your confidence.
The limited amount of practice that I know you've had, and most of these guys have had a lot of practice. I was not expecting a podium. So
I tell you what, nor was I, Dan. I was talking to Haley earlier in the day, and I said I'll be amazed if I put anything on the podium this season in Formula One or in Pro. And well, hey, look, here we are, Mr. Consistent. He's back.
well, that's good points for yourself and Fury in Team Prolapse McLaren or McLaren Prolapse, whatever you want to call it. Prolapse. So
McLaps,
McLaps. Yeah, so good points for yourself. There's a couple of moments where you were leading the race at one point, and I bet you had your heart in your mouth at that point, leading the race, safety car, restart. You had to control the pace.
We're like 6 laps in or 7 laps in, and I'm doing the safety car restart when I've had 2 hours practice on the game total. You know, and I'm quite honestly, I was bricking it. And my new teammate in this one, in Fury, good as gold. We had a great laugh in the chat, and he's got a few issues with other drivers, but unfortunately he didn't have the best of races. But what a season opener! I had a cracking battle with Matt and Baby Duffin as well, where we all went kind of wheel to wheel. Just after safety car. That was great fun. Unfortunately, I lost out and caught my front wing, and that was kind of the end of that. But wow, what a result!
Yeah, definitely good result for yourself in that McLaren. And are you looking forward to jumping from one McLaren into another? Obviously, Thursday night you will be in the Pro with your new teammate Sutty in the other McLaren. Are you excited for that?
I am now, Dan. Yeah, to be quite honest, I'm looking forward to this week. I mean, I'm looking forward to commentating on the Pro-Ams, being that I've spent a lot of time in that category. It'd be fun to commentate on them. I was a little bit laid back about Pro, being that I don't think I was going to do very well, but after tonight, but to be fair, GT3, people don't tend to drop it so often and crash out, so we'll see about that. But yeah, excited, can't wait.
Well, massive congratulations to you, and a reminder as well, Matt Imovic does take driver of the day from the majority of vote, but I will also have to say a massive congratulations to Floyd for finishing that race, and I hope he continues to finish the season as well. Matt, can you give us a reminder how old Floyd is?
Floyd's 10. He turned 10 in December.
Awesome.
Just gone. And he's done that's his third 100% race he's done at Simplay Motorsport. He did the ectopic pregnancy one at Mexico for charity, fun race. He did Canada fun race at the end of season 2. This is his third 100% race, his first competitive league race, and he's scored points. You've got people like Gary and Green Pies. I know they didn't finish, but Floyd got to the end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man. And I tell you what, going wheel to wheel with him as well is quite confidently. Do you know what I mean?
Put it this way, I'd rather race him than a certain driver on this grid at the moment. From what I've seen tonight.
I was going to say there was there's many drivers that you wouldn't want to go wheel to wheel with, especially in a Formula One car. And I've just gone wheel to wheel with Floyd, and fair play, driving well.
Yeah. But that is it here for F1. Like I said, a massive congratulations to Matovic for the first win of the season. Aston Martin take the first score here in Australia. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday night as myself and Kelly will be joining you once again on Simplay Motorsport. Father and son duo for the Pro-Am. Breaking Dad, as we will be heading to the Red Bull Ring for the first round of the season. Who will be able to take the first strike there, as Matt will be joining on the circuit with many others of Laney, Keeks and many other new drivers as well. Also, make sure you tune in on Thursday night. Matt Ivic will be back in your commentary box once again with another new commentator who joined me on the ACC event of Nikki. He will be in the commentary box on Thursday night for the pros. Can the BMWs carry on their strong form that they had last season, or will there be a new challenger? Can Gary and Little Leach come back and win their third title, or can myself and Biggs hold on for another championship? We will find out. And also then make sure you tune in for Sunday once again, as we will be going to Bahrain. Can we finish with more than half of the grid out of the race? That is the question. I don't think there's going to be rain in Bahrain, but nonetheless, from myself, from everyone here at Simplay Motorsport, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified. But from myself and everyone here, it's good night.
Good night.
Good night.